I used to have a car, I still have it. It's a 1991 Cadillac Eldorado, and we did something called Cadillac Confessions a couple years ago, but I haven't been in the car in a year and a half. I got this Tesla, it's been amazing. So now we're calling this Tesla Talks. And we're gonna do an experiment. We're gonna do a 73 questions inspired by Vogue. We actually recorded this another time and we lost the audio. So you guys are getting round two. We've changed a few of the questions and I can't even remember what they were because it was a month ago. So
it's kind of sad. For those who don't know Cadillac Confessions, this is a little backstory on that Cadillac and how you got that old 91 Eldorado.
My mentor,
forest green.
When I moved to LA 7 years ago, I needed a car. And my mentor, his mentor just passed away and he acquired this car from his mentor. It was a big inspiration for him. He was driving the car for a bit, but then he had a couple other cars himself and he wasn't driving it that much, and I asked him if I could buy it from him. I bought it for $4,000. And right when I brought it back from Santa Barbara to Los Angeles, I remember day one, someone offered me $15,000 for it. I was like, wow. Should I sell it or keep it right away?
I remember that guy. He was at the car wash.
He was at the car wash, man.
Yeah.
I washed it right away because I was excited.
Smoking a cigar.
Yeah, and he was like, I'll give you 15 grand for that right now. It's in mint condition. And I turned it down. I was like, nah, I need a car and it's sentimental. So anyways, I still have the car, but now we got the Tesla. So it's been an amazing experience being in this Tesla the last year and a half. This thing drives itself pretty much. It's really cool. So
yeah.
Anyways, we've got 73 questions we're going to run through. I'm going to answer them as honest and open as possible. Matt's got the questions right here.
And we're going to do it fast, rapid fire, as much as possible. Tesla Talks, here we go. Number one, what is your favorite food?
Favorite food would be, first thing that came to mind was Smokin' Joe's Pizza. Pepperoni pizza in Columbus, Ohio.
Zaza life. Ooh.
So good. I love pizza and steak, but I'm starting to get into salads, which I never ate salad before. But Sweet Green is nearby.
True story.
I never had salads until a few years ago, and now I love
God, you remember we used to eat in college?
We used to eat
bratwurst?
Bratwurst every single day with Hot Pockets and cookie dough. That was our diet.
Unbelievable.
And we would cook bratwurst. We had a little mini Foreman grill.
We used to stay so fit, and now it takes so much work to stay fit. Now we're even eating clean.
Now we're doing a 30-day 5 a.m. workout challenge, and
Barry's Boot Camp. Shout out
Barry's Boot Camp, West Hollywood, and it's taken a while to get back to where we were, but we're getting there, slow as sure.
We're getting there. All right. Number two, what is your guilty pleasure?
First thing that comes to mind is Netflix specials. I love binge watching Netflix specials. I just saw, Black Mirror. That was good. They had 3 episodes that just came out. But any good special series, I just watched Hannah on Amazon Prime, and then any good series on Netflix. I love binging.
That's funny. I can tell when you're super tired in the morning. It's usually because
I've been up till 4 a.m. binging Netflix. But once I get obsessed about something, it's like you cannot break me from doing it. I will do it, even if I lose sleep.
Yep. Here we go. Number 3. What's your favorite dessert?
I love gelato. Just like a creamy, rich, sugary gelato.
What's your favorite flavor?
Stracciatella with tiramisu.
Wow.
A mixture of the two. It's amazing, dude. When you get the right creaminess, it just like melts in your mouth. It's so good.
Yeah. All right, what's your least favorite food?
Fruit and berries and...
Berries, I was waiting for it.
Berries.
It's so weird that you don't like berries.
I barf when I smell a berry.
Just
put a berry in my face and I'll throw up on you. I don't like fruit. I only like apples and bananas, but they have to be the perfect texture and ripeness. And I cannot have bananas unless it's in its form of the peel. So you got to peel it. I can't eat it if it's cut up or mushed up. I can have it if it's blended and I can't taste the chunks. But otherwise, I can't eat it.
Oh, man.
Weird. I got a weird thing with food.
All right. It's 4 a.m. on a Saturday. What do you eat?
4 a.m. on a Saturday. The first thing that came to my mind was back in Columbus, Ohio, when I'd stay up till 4 a.m., I would have a gyro on the street corner after going to
I don't know why I got the giggles, man.
One of
I'm
those-
laughing my ass off.
one of those nightclubs. I would go to one of the clubs, and I would never drink anything. So I've never been drunk in my life. But I would be like dancing all night by myself, and then I would walk back to my apartment.
This is all true.
My $495 apartment by myself, and I would walk back, and there'd be a street meet gyro guy that I would get every weekend. I would see the same guy, Omar, the gyro man, and he would make me extra meat. I would crush those gyros. I loved them. It was probably the worst thing for me, but man, it was so good.
Oh, my goodness.
Get some stories out of me now.
That is funny.
Shout out to Omar, the gyro guy.
Omar, the gyro guy. All right. All right, number 6. It's your last meal on Earth. What are you eating?
Gosh, what did I say last time? I think I would. Did I?
Oh, last time. See,
Did I say-
for those who don't know,
I recorded this.
we've already
twice.
done this.
What did I say? I wonder if my answers are different than last time. I think I said I wouldn't have anything, so I didn't fart or something like that. So it'd be easier on the way out, so I wasn't having like upset stomach my last night.
Oh my gosh. I don't remember that tip. Do you
I
remember?
can't remember. I think I would have, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I would just fast and say I've eaten enough.
I think you did say that. Or
Maybe
maybe you
I-
said something like sugarfish.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, to keep it light so you feel great.
Oh yeah, on the way out, you know?
You know?
Something clean.
Yeah, so you don't feel heavy.
Sugarfish
I
life.
do recall that now that you're.
I
Yeah.
might have said like, yeah, nothing. I just want to be light and lean on the way out. Make it easy for people when they have to do the, bury me.
Lighter. I don't think that's much of a worry, but that's good. I mean, so what is it? What is your last meal? It has to be something.
Just a milkshake.
Just a
Just
milkshake.
a giant milkshake and a pepperoni pizza. That'd be pretty good.
There you go. All right.
Gosh. And some bacon. Throw it in there.
Throw some bacon. Now we're cooking.
Maybe
with grease.
some Pig Out chips, which are pigless bacon chips. Shout out to Pig Out. Made of mushrooms.
Billy
I'd
G,
snack on a few
yes.
of those. I put
Those
them
are
on
delicious.
the pepperoni pizza and put some pigless bacon chips on top of it, so I wouldn't feel as guilty.
But for everybody listening, you would have actual bacon. Oh, we got a call coming in. Oh, actually,
Call life.
call life, right?
Should have taken that call.
I know, right? You
That'd
honestly
have
should
been
have.
interesting.
Why don't you call him?
I
Call
don't
him
know where
back.
my phone is. Oh, here it is.
Let's do this. It's Chris Lee calling in. I saw the name.
Let's see.
Let's call him in. Let's dial him in. Tell him he's on the podcast for the 100th time.
Mi amor, mi amor.
You're on speakerphone and you're in the middle of a podcast recording.
I'm saying my love, my love.
I know, I love it. If you could ask me any question that you would want my audience to know, something, anything at all, it could be simple, quirky, or fun, what's a question you would ask me?
What is something that you do when no one's looking?
I think I like to dream a lot. I like to dream a lot and visualize and plan things that I never talk about. And so I'm always like scheming in my mind the next step of what my life will look like and how I'm going to manifest it and make it happen. So I'm always like playing a game in my mind. So that's something that I do when no one's looking.
I have another question. What's
Go
a
ahead.
guilty pleasure that you have that no one would know about you?
It's funny. That was actually question number 2. Chris, it's Matt. Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, I just
Hi.
I'll do another guilty pleasure. Man, I've been pretty good lately. I've been pretty clean and going to bed at 10 o'clock, getting up early, working out, eating well.
Yeah, but it could be something as simple as like a guilty pleasure I have is I'm addicted to I Love Lucy. Like people would never know that about me.
I Love Lucy.
I Love Lucy.
Okay, a show that I used to love and would go back home early just to make sure I didn't miss was Glee. A big fan of
Oh my God, that's great.
Glee and singing and dancing shows. So anything with singing and dancing in it, I'm a huge fan of it.
All right, here we go. Question number 7. Question number 7. What is something you know that no one else knows?
I think I know that I'm going to be building something massive, even bigger than what it is right now. I just did this interview with Mark Sisson, and at 61 years old, he launched a brand within his personal brand that then 4 years later he sold for $200 million. And he was a great example and reminder that, you know, everything you're doing now is leading up to something bigger in your life later. And it may not make sense in the moment, but it will always make sense later. Like, he didn't know all these skills that he acquired for 61 years of his life. That's when it was going to hit for him. And I think I know that something big is building right now for something greater later. And I don't think anyone else, I mean, maybe some other people are like, yeah, you're destined to do something big, and I see big things for you, but I really see some magical big things in the future happening. It's just a matter of when.
All right, I like that. Leave it at that. Number 8, how do you describe yourself?
Loving, passionate, wise, humble, serving, giving man.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, I know.
Number 9, funniest thing you have read about yourself.
Well, I've actually been laughing a lot lately because I'm in a new relationship, and Jeanette, she has over 10 million fans on Instagram, and when she posts something about us together, it's hilarious, the thousands of comments of people, like these little teenage boys or whatever, just saying funny stuff about me.
Number 10, what is your biggest fear?
Biggest fear would be dying with regret. And I just feel like there's a lot of people that don't do what they want to do, and they at least don't try to go after what they want to do. And then they always are upset about it later in life. They're upset and they wish they would have done something they didn't do, whether it's go for their dream, or a lot of families break up and they wish they would have just forgiven people in their family and moved on. They wish they would have traveled more. So I just want to make sure I'm afraid of regretting something. And I know I'm going to make mistakes in my future. I know I'm going to mess up, and I think that's part of life and growing. But I think as long as I always clear with myself, take ownership, responsibility for my life, apologize to people that I might have hurt, whether it's deliberately or on accident, and just really own my life, then I can feel good at the end of the day. So.
All right, 11. Can you do any impressions?
What did you last time? The lion?
I think so.
If I were the king of the forest, that's the lion from Lion King. That's about the only thing I can think of. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Number 12. What
That's
advice?
not the Lion King. That's from A Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz, yeah.
Okay.
The lion. All right, number 12. What advice would you give your 10-year-old self?
Oh, lots of advice. I would say take it easy on yourself. Life is a game. Make sure you're having fun. Don't beat yourself up every single day emotionally. Don't get so down on yourself. Find a few good friends that you can have fun with, and focus on your health every single day.
Number 13. What is the best thing that happened to you this year?
Oh, best thing that happened this year. I've had a lot of good things. I met someone, I'm in a relationship with someone that I'm really excited and grateful about. It's just so much joy, so much love, passion, connection, intimacy, and I'm just having a lot of fun, really learning more about myself, growing, and just enjoying the relationship a ton. I think really recommitting to health on a consistent basis. I think I go in waves where sometimes I'm really consistent, other times I'm not, but I feel like the last few months have been really consistent, especially with you. Having you as an accountability partner is really powerful. I find that I'm much more committed to something when I have someone holding me accountable, or that I have to show up for, or they have to show up for me. So I'm really excited about that. I feel like I'm getting in great shape. And just excited about all of it, all of the things that our team are doing and what we're up to. It's all been amazing this year.
What's the best thing that happened to you this month? We just answered. What's the best thing that happened this year?
Yeah, I think we're doing a 30-day in a row challenge, 5 a.m. club.
Yeah.
Barry's Boot Camp, and I think that's been the best thing this month. So we got off the car and we're at a little canyon here in LA. Outside.
Planes flying over.
Planes flying over.
Got all kinds of challenges today. Number 15, what's the biggest surprise you ever had?
Biggest surprise I ever had, I would say being an All-American in football after not playing for 3 games my senior year. I didn't think I would make it because I got injured and didn't play a few games, and I was like, there's no way they're going to select me. But then we made it in the playoffs, and we had like 3 extra games, and I dominated in the playoffs.
Crushed, yeah.
And then getting All-American, that was a cool surprise.
Awesome. Number 16, how are you enjoying this interview so far?
Loving it.
What is a question you wish people would stop asking?
What I would tell my younger self.
You know, the other one you get
What
all
advice
the
would I
time.
give my younger self? Yeah.
Yes. You also get like, who's your favorite podcast?
Who's your
guest?
favorite guest?
All the time.
I can't. Don't ask me that anymore.
Everybody asks you that.
Don't ask me that anymore. It's the worst.
Why? What was your answer?
It's 800 something episodes. How do you choose one favorite? There's so many amazing people.
It's like telling a parent,
Who's your favorite
child?
kid? Yeah, it's
Come on.
can't do it. Yeah.
Number 18, do you have a secret talent?
I can do the belly roll,
Let's see it.
and I can make myself look like I'm pregnant.
Let's see it. Oh, wait, yes. Yes. Oh,
The
my
belly
gosh.
roll?
I remember the pregnant thing.
So I can do the belly roll. Hold on. It's like the roll, and then I got a flat stomach. Now I got a baby in the belly.
Stop. That freaks me out.
Baby in the belly.
It literally looks like you have a child.
Child. Flat. Child.
There's a baby growing in there. Oh my God.
Baby life. All right.
What the? All right. Secret talent complete. Number 19.
I can also make it sound like there's a water fountain. Talent.
This is good stuff.
That was from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
It was.
I remember seeing that and I was like, I tried that for months, flicking my cheek until I finally figured it out.
Number 19. What are 3 things you cannot live without?
Air, water, and food.
I like that, literal. All right, 20. Who would you want to have coffee with?
The Rock.
Awesome. 21. Who should everyone be following right now?
Me.
All right.
Nah, I really like Jay Shetty. I think that everyone should be following him.
Jay's great, yeah.
I really like Joe Dispenza, everything he's talking about. I think it's really powerful to help people heal their thoughts and their bodies. So I would say those 2 guys really good right now.
Awesome. 22. Have you had anything stolen from you?
I have. Yeah, my heart. My heart's been stolen a few times. Yeah.
Ooh, wow. It's getting deep. Cutting to it. 23. What's your favorite country you've visited?
I really like New Zealand and I like Ireland just because the scenery is amazing. I love the beauty of those countries. But I think I've been to like 30 or 40 countries.
Wow.
I'm going to Turkey soon, which I'm excited about. So I'm excited. I just like exploring. I like traveling.
You're going to be catching up to Chris Gillibo soon.
What's it done, 100 and something?
100 something. Yeah, that was his thing.
Maybe that'll be a challenge I give myself
That'd be
some
fun.
decade in my life is like hit every country.
Wow, that'd be
fun.
cool.
Be a good challenge. Walking across America. I'm inspired by Mike Posner. He's walking across America right now.
Wow.
It's like almost 300 days is going to take him. And then I think doing that would be fun one year, and then traveling the world would be fun.
You want to walk across America?
I don't know, I just got inspired yesterday. I just thought about it.
Wow.
The first 100 days I was not inspired. I was inspired that he was doing it. I was like, I never want to do this. And I was like, you know what? One day walking across America would be a pretty cool thing to say you did.
Yeah. The
How
whole
many people say they did
That's
that?
pretty inspiring. That whole Forrest Gump thing.
It's amazing.
There was a gentleman from Canada who actually did that. I think he ran
Ran?
across Canada.
Yeah.
So I think that's what inspired
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. Or the writers of Forrest Gump. Okay, well, this playing into that 24. What country do you wish to visit?
Gosh, I'm blanking right now. I really want to go to Japan. I think Japan seems really cool. There's so many amazing places there, so Japan would be awesome.
Great. 25. What are you most excited about in your life right now? Didn't you just
No, we just
a
answered
repeat?
that. I'm excited about Summit of Greatness.
Ooh.
We've got our 4th annual Summit of Greatness coming up. SummitofGreatness.com. If you don't have your tickets yet, go there and get your tickets. We've got some of the best speakers in the world coming, best workouts in the morning. It's going to be an amazing experience.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. It's just a beautiful weekend.
Yeah.
So if you don't have your tickets yet, go get your tickets right now.
For our team, it's like the most challenging yet rewarding experience.
rewarding.
Just to be together.
So much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Can't wait this year. We got a lot of exciting speakers coming in. All right, 26. What's your favorite movie?
I would say Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption,
Ooh.
Swingers.
Ooh.
Swingers is
The
a good one.
Dresden. We were just talking about
Dresden.
that. The Dresden.
There's so money, you don't even know it, Mikey.
Oh, man.
There's so money.
And I'm supposed to be happy because she's wearing a backpack?
Backpack. Vegas, baby. Vegas.
Oh, man, I love that movie. 27. If your life was a song, what would the title be?
Don't stop believing.
God,
Let's go, baby.
28. Best gift you ever received?
The gift of imagination, the ability to dream and visualize a future I want to create for myself has probably been the greatest gift I've received, and my parents gave me that ability when I was a kid, because that's what's been allowing me for so many years to create what I have in my mind and believe I can go after it.
Awesome. 29. What's the last gift you gave a friend?
Gave you an ass whooping the other day.
Not a shuffleboard, man.
You did beat me a
dominating.
shuffleboard. You shuffleboard smacked me in the face. It's the first time in a long time I feel like you beat me in shuffleboard, but and you beat me at cornhole like 6 weeks ago. So you've actually been
I
beating
did.
me.
Oh my goodness.
But
I've been on fire.
I had a partner that was unable to.
Crushed you on the treadmill today too.
You did crush me. Three things. 3 things you crushed me at recently, but. Yeah, I
Last
don't know.
gift you gave a friend.
I don't know.
What's the
I think
last-
I give.
Well, you gave. I mean, how about you really supported your nephew? Luca
Yeah.
was in town.
Yeah, my nephew and niece were in town for the last 2 weeks. He got up at 5 a.m. with
He was
us every
working out
morning,
with us.
working out. We got him, so I have like the gift of
You having him read books, and you
read
were like
books,
rewarding
challenging
him.
him, rewarding him. So
That
I
was
think
cool.
that was a good gift. Yeah,
That was great. That was really, really powerful.
yeah, flies galore around
I
us
know,
right
it's
now.
nuts, like gnats everywhere. 30, but we're in nature.
Nature, baby, enjoy it.
That's
Goose
it.
fraba.
Goosefraba. 30, what is your most used emoji? I know this, yeah.
I go like this all the time, like raise the roof, hands in the air, just like yeah, go for it. That
that's-
or just like a heart. I click heart all the time on stuff. So
Yeah.
it's just the quickest thing.
31, what is the first thing you thought of this morning?
Man, if we're gonna go to a dark place, I had a really bad dream last night. Bad dream that made it feel so real. Have you ever had one of those dreams where it felt real?
Of course.
It scared the crap out of me. I told you what it was this morning.
Yeah.
It scared me. And that was the first thing. It was a reminder of what I'm capable of doing in the world in a bad way. And it was a reminder of like, okay, never go to that place emotionally or mentally. So I'm grateful I had the dream as a reminder of what not to do.
Yeah, all right. 32, when do you wake up?
Right now, 4:40 a.m. alarm clock.
Yes.
Last 23, 24
5 a.m.
days.
club. Shout out to Robin Sharma.
Sharma life.
Yes. 33, what 3 words describe you? What's your contract?
What do you think? Didn't we already do this already?
I like this though. I like the repeat.
What do you
but
think 3 words?
specific.
What would you say?
Committed,
Committed,
joyful,
pretty joyful.
Actually, I like this one. Childlike.
I was going to say childlike.
I love how Rob Bell, he introed you for some event for a book tour a long time ago, and he's like, my definition of Lewis is childlike.
Wow.
Not childish, not to be mistaken
Right,
with
right.
Childish, completely different. Childlike, to embody joy,
Yeah.
exploration, fearlessness. I mean,
Curiosity.
just curiosity, yeah.
I was going to say childlike, but is that one word or two words?
No, that's one word.
Is it?
That's a word.
Childlike.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, childlike, I would say
Committed.
committed, like passionate / committed.
Committed, competitive. I mean,
Competitive, very competitive. And then maybe the last one, I would just say I'm very loving. I guess
course.
I'm passionate, loving, yeah.
that's part of both of our contracts.
Yeah.
Loving, yeah.
Loving, passionate, wise man.
Yeah. We just looked over here. It's like squirrel.
This bird and like,
It's a bird, yeah.
it's like, yeah, getting some food or
Out
something.
in nature. All right, 34. What words do you live by?
What words do I live by?
What's coming to you in the moment?
A quote. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So I feel like I live by that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Who do you go to for advice?
You. All the time. Tiffany.
Who else? Anybody?
You know, I've been going to myself a lot for advice lately.
Yeah.
I think I didn't used to trust myself a lot, and I'd always ask people for advice, but I always knew the answer inside. Like I would ask for people for advice to confirm what I already thinking.
That's it.
So I think I'm learning to trust myself more, but also get opinions because I don't want to act like I know it all at the same time.
Right. That's great.
Lean a bit more to that. You can
Lots,
keep it
lots of
facing.
flies.
You can still flip it the way you had it, just a little over. Yeah, maybe more simple. Awesome. Thank you.
Dude, all these flies are like reminding me of that Mickey Mouse Disney animated from a long time ago. 7 in 1 blow or something like that.
Never heard of
Slays
this.
a giant.
Never heard of this. What happened?
Oh, the Tailor. I think it's something. The Brave Little Tailor. That's what it's called. Mickey
Never heard
Mouse.
of this.
I remember
Freaking
it
fly
from being a
life. from
kid.
here. What
he
happens?
like he was a tailor and he's trying to catch these flies and he gets 7 in 1 blow. So they're like talking about a giant outside and they're like, who do we go for to kill this giant? And he opens up and he's like so proud of himself. He goes, I got 7 in 1 blow. And everyone's like, 7? So now they like enrolled it, like he like they thought he was going to slay the giants, and then boom, he was
Did
the
he
guy.
die?
They sent him out to go slay the giant.
He died.
And he took care of it.
Oh, he did?
He didn't kill the giant, but
Wow.
you have to see this.
Okay, I never heard of this.
I'll show it to you later.
All right, please do.
You know, I guess
7 in 1 blow.
my daughter now, I'm thinking like kids movies,
Yeah.
left and right. I mean, in love with Disney all over again.
Lion King's coming out. I'm excited about
Oh,
that.
that's gonna be exciting. I know.
Circle of Life.
What number were we on? Number
30.
36. What's the best advice you have ever received?
Had a lot of good advice. I think just like trust your instincts and believe in yourself.
Awesome.
Those things, yeah.
37. Who gave you that advice, actually?
Yeah, I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got a
Lots of
community
people.
that keep
Lots-
reinforcing
lots
you
of
with positive,
people.
powerful stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
37. If you were not where you are now, what career would you be in?
I'd probably be like a chiropractor or a firefighter, a policeman, maybe in the Army.
Really? I've never heard this from you.
I thought about the Army like when I was younger. And I remember one day thinking about it seriously. And I was like, I just don't want to go die. I just remember being like, I just don't want to die young.
Yeah.
But I thought about like Navy SEAL, you know, the Marines. I always thought about, just because it's like this competitive nature
Yeah.
and there's like a team aspect. But I think I almost went to chiropractor school. That was on my mind for about a day as well. And then I didn't go, so I had other plans.
I'm telling you, I could see you as like a sportscaster,
That'd be cool
like
too, yeah.
calling the game.
That'd be fun.
Because your passion would just be like,
down from downtown.
yes, from downtown.
Touchdown. Oh,
I could see
let's
you
go.
just like jumping out of your
Let's
seat,
go.
not being able to hold on to your headset.
Be amazing.
You know, I could see you doing
Yeah, that'd
something
be
like
fun.
that.
That'd be fun.
And calling it pretty funny because you got some funny moments when you're into it.
Just a bit outside.
Just-
Yeah.
Oh man,
That'd be fun.
Just like the soccer, the guys who call soccer games.
Go,
Sorry,
go, 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 go,
football
go, go, go,
for
go,
anybody
lasso.
overseas.
See,
Yes, the goals. I could hear you
that'd be
calling
fun.
that out.
That'd be fun.
All right,
That'd have
38.
fun. An umpire, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Strike.
38. What is one thing you have always wanted to try?
Oh man. I feel like I try a lot of things that I want to do. You know, I wanted to be in a musical when I was in high school, and I tried out for the musical. I've wanted to salsa dance. I've, tried learning Spanish, singing lessons. Like the things that I've learned guitar, like the things that I always dreamed about doing, I feel like I go after and try them. Sometimes I'm not that good, but I try it.
I'd like to see you as a couple guest spots in some movies.
It'd be cool to do.
That'd be fun.
I don't have a desire to be like a full-time actor, but that would be cool to do a couple of those.
I could
Just
see
because
that.
I think it would be a challenge. Mm-hmm. It would get me like nervous. I would have to practice and work for it, and then it'd be fun to see the results.
I've been pushing you to improv. Would you commit to that?
know.
I want you to do some improv.
I think that's like a next year thing.
Okay, next year,
Yeah.
2020.
This
All
is
right,
singing
I'm marking
lessons
my
this
calendar.
year. Next year is more improv acting class
You
for
get
fun.
you got those voice lessons in recently.
I know,
love
it's
that.
been fun. I gotta do
Glad
more
you
of them.
committed
I'm
to that.
expanding my range too. It's
You
been
need
good.
to. I mean, you're using your
been
voice
good.
for the podcast. You got to
know,
think
it's been good.
longevity,
I
long
am.
term. We're gonna keep this podcast going, as far as I'm concerned.
Go.
Years, decades. Let's do this. School of Greatness, 2050.
2050. Let's
Yes.
go.
All right. 39. When have you been starstruck?
Huh. I was at an event with Oprah and went to one of her speaking gigs. It was called like Super Soul Sessions. And I remember I went backstage where there was maybe 100 influencers. There was a lot of celebrities back there. And Oprah walked like this close to me. She like walked past me and she was talking to everyone. And I didn't want to go up to say hi to her because I don't want to be that person that goes and introduces myself. I always want to be introduced. And so I just kind of watched her walk by. I was like, oh, there's like an energy to her. There was like an aura. I was like, that's Oprah, so that was cool.
That's awesome. All right. 40. What is your ultimate goal in life?
I want to be really healthy for a long time, for as long as I live. I want to be very healthy, physically pain-free, emotionally, mentally pain-free. I think that's becoming more and more important to me.
Longevity, man.
I think
you can't buy more time.
Can't buy
I
more
agree.
time. I think achievements will come by being consistent and showing up, adding value. Like cool things are going to happen. Achievement, success, money, like all those things are going to happen over time. But having inner peace and having a healthy body, healthy mind, that is something that a lot of people struggle with, that we take for granted when we have it. So I really want to sustain that for as long as I can. That's my biggest goal. Because by having clear energy and healthy energy, it will allow me to create more value in the world. And I'll appreciate so much.
41. What are you scared of losing?
I'm scared of losing my health. I think that's not fun. I'm seeing my friend Amy Purdy posting a lot right now on Instagram about she's got some like disease or health challenge that the doctors can't even figure out what it is. And so she's just been like kind of sick and going from doctor to doctor for months. And she's already lost her legs and now she's losing her health. And she's just like scared because she doesn't know how to fix it. Doesn't matter like how clean you eat, how much you sleep, like she just doesn't know how to fix it. And I'd be scared to lose that because I'm just really, it makes me grateful for my health, so.
Keep her in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. 42. What was the biggest moment for you in your career?
Hitting the New York Times bestseller list was a big moment, just because it was a dream of mine 10 years prior. I would say that was a big moment.
That was huge. Yeah, we celebrated that.
That was big. That, getting on Ellen, I think that was a cool moment as well, because it was like a 10-year vision coming full circle. Hitting 100 million downloads in the podcast, that was another big moment.
Boom. All right. 43. What is the most awkward situation you have ever been in?
Awkward, man. I'm thinking like embarrassing moments. Just like an awkward situation I was in was flying in the Blue Angels last year, being in this little bubble that I couldn't move in a little bubble, you know, however many thousand feet up in the air, throwing up within the first 3 minutes and being in the plane for 45 more minutes. Man. Nauseous, wanting to pass out. It was the most awkward and uncomfortable situation. But I tried to enjoy the moment. I only did this because of you.
I know, you went in. I
went because of you.
appreciate that.
I did not want to do this. I turned it down, and then you were like, this is amazing.
That was my thing. I wanted to be a pilot. You know how you're talking about wanting to potentially be in the military, SEALs,
You'd have been
Ranger.
amazing. You'd have been a great pilot.
I wanted to be a pilot, man.
If you had LASIK, you'd be perfect.
I know. But I specifically wanted to be a fighter pilot. I didn't want to like fly cargo jets or cargo planes or anything.
You'd have
like
been amazing, dude.
Just like something about that. It's like Top Gun. I actually saw that the other
amazing.
weekend. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
That's a great movie.
44. What will you regret spending too much or too little on?
I'll regret spending too much time on social media. It's a waste of life, just spending time on there all day. So I'll regret doing that. What do I regret doing too little of? Not working out, taking care of my health.
All right, 45. What negative experience made you better?
Shoot, every experience growing up of me doing anything bad, anything that was out of integrity, that was lying to my parents, stealing, whether it's candy bars, whatever it may be when I was a kid, like all the things that I did that I'm not proud of make me better because they bring me more humility when I get, you know, caught or when I recognize that it's not in integrity. So all those things make me feel better, actually. Like when it wakes me up. It's like, okay, this is not the life I want to be living. What's the true path I want to be on? So when I have those experiences, those moments, I learn about myself and I feel like it makes me better.
Yeah, great. 46. What is your career high point?
I think making my first dollar online was like a big moment because it showed me what was possible for a brighter future. When I was on my sister's couch, I made $6,200 on my first kind of online webinar. And that was a big moment. It just like showed me something new that was available where I didn't see a possibility before that.
Yeah.
So having that possibility was a highlight because then I could take action on it consistently once I had that possibility.
Yeah, that was powerful. That
It's good for
story's
me.
great.
We wouldn't be here today without that moment. So for me, that's a highlight of having that opportunity.
That's great. All right. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
Right now, the first thing is get up, brush my teeth, and go downstairs, and you pick me up and go to the gym.
You know, 48. What is one question you wish people would ask you more?
What are you most grateful for?
That's on your voicemail, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Tell me what you're grateful for. It's great.
Yeah.
Or I won't return your call. All right, 49. What is your definition of misery?
Being trapped in something you don't want to be in and feeling like there's no way out.
Like being in the cockpit of the Blue Angels?
Being trapped in that.
Or you're puking?
Being trapped, yeah.
There's another hour left.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, being trapped in a metaphorical prison that you don't want to be in and feeling like there's no way to get out, whether it's the airplane, whether it's a bad storm, a relationship, feeling trapped and feeling helpless of getting out of it.
All right. 50. Do you believe in love at first sight?
First sight. I believe in loving people in the first moment, yes. Do I believe in being, like falling in love with someone in the first sight? No. But I believe in loving someone at first sight, like just all human beings. There's like an energy when you connect with someone. I'm like, oh, I love this person. Like Bob Proctor walked in the other day, and I was just like, oh man, I love this guy. I just met him for the first moment. So, but being in love and being like, this is someone I want to like be compatible with and in love with and to be a great match, I feel like that takes time to develop.
All right, 51. Do you believe in free will or destiny?
I believe we all have the potential to achieve the things we want in our future, but it's up to us to take the actions necessary to develop the skills, the habits, the routines, the value to make it manifest. But my destiny is not going to happen by just sitting on the couch all day and hoping it happens. I've got to show up and take the action.
If it's meant to be,
It's up to me.
boom. 52. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Gosh, what did I say last time? I can't remember.
Man, I can't. Let me think.
Superpower. If I could have a superpower, I think health. I don't know, for some reason health keeps coming back to me, but
Yeah.
being like Wolverine.
Ooh.
Like get injured, boom, heal.
That's
Instant
fantastic.
healing.
It's like bulletproof.
Here's a power that I would love to have. The ability to look or think about someone or touch someone and they be healed from anything they have going on.
Ooh.
Touch you, you're healed
I love that. That's
for
sweet.
life.
That's powerful. Noble. I just want to fly.
Be a humble servant, you know? You want to be able to fly?
Yeah.
It's like-
Wouldn't that be sweet? Just
But you're gonna have a jetpack in like 30 years. You'll be able to fly. That's not a superpower, you know?
oh man, but that's fantastic. Just touch somebody and heal.
I think
You're
touching
healed.
someone, they're healed for life. That would be a power that it's a gift that keeps giving. You know,
This
the ability.
reminds me of Jesus. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I think the ability to like, I don't know, fly. Yeah, that'd be fun. The ability to think what other people are thinking or something, or know what they're thinking. X-ray vision, all that's cool. But the ability to give someone a gift of peace and healing would be powerful.
Yeah. All right. 53. Besides LA, where would you live?
New York City.
Yeah. Big Apple.
New York. Da, 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 da.
I love that song. All right, 54. What is one word you use too much?
Like,
Like so many others. 55. What is your biggest goal this year?
I just want to stay very healthy. I'm just on the health kick right
You
now,
are on the
man.
health kick, yeah.
Feels good. I just feel like be very healthy this year. That's the goal.
Business goal? Just add that in. I'm just thinking that. I immediately heard that question. I was like, I don't know what the business goal is.
For me, I think the Summit of Greatness is going to be an exciting time. It'll be a powerful, you know, towards the end of the year moment. So I'm excited about that. And really just continue to build the momentum of the podcast and the summit. Working on another book right now. All these things I'm excited about.
Awesome. 56. What show would you make a cameo in?
A show that's out right now.
No, not necessarily. Any show.
Any show. Oh, first thought was Billions, just because I'm watching that right now. Oh.
I'd say get those voice lessons in use, and if Glee was still
Oh
around,
my
is it still
God,
around?
I would love to be in Glee.
Just like roll up in
belt
Glee.
Yeah, just sing some Journey. If I could
Ooh,
sing, that'd be
yes.
amazing. Just put me in there for like one song.
I'd pay to see that.
That'd be awesome.
57. What is a movie that made you cry?
Rudy,
Yes.
the last part of Rudy.
Oh man, I tear up every time.
They put him on his shoulders and the music, the
music.
violins.
Oh. Rudy.
Rudy, Rudy.
Favorite album of all time?
Dave Matthews, Crash. Is it called Crash or the one where Crash was on? I used to listen to that in like middle school, high school.
With the little
To me.
dun, 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 dun. At the beginning, like the intro of that song.
Yeah, that's so good.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Should have Chris do that for us.
It's
Just
amazing.
like play the intro of that song.
it's amazing.
All right, 59. If you could be a rock star, who would you be?
Man, I like John Mayer. John Mayer or Ed Sheeran. I feel like
Ooh.
they're just such good singers, and they can play the guitar so well.
Castle on the Hill.
Castle on the
buddy.
Hill.
I could hear that song over and over.
Both those guys, I think, are just, and they have like positive songs. I like their stuff.
61. What song do you hear too much on the radio?
I listen to a song, when I like a song, I listen to it 1,000 times till I get sick of it. I'll put it on repeat over and over again till I get sick of it. So there's nothing on the radio right now. It's always a new song. Right now, I listen to a lot of J Balvin.
All right, I got to backtrack. What's your go-to karaoke song?
It's Kiss the Girl. Sha-la-la-la-la, float along and listen to the song. Go on and kiss the girl. Woo woo. That's it. Your face when I said that, you're like, what?
I know, I was like, wait, what? I wasn't sure.
Disney, baby.
How many siblings do you have?
3 older siblings. I'm the youngest of 4.
Yes or no? Do you speed in your car?
It's hard for me to let anyone be in front of me. So I don't necessarily, I'm probably speeding 5-10 miles over all the time on the highway. On the main streets, I'm not really speeding. I just need to be in front of the car next to me. I don't know what that is, but I always have to be leading the pack.
This is the only yes or no question.
I have to explain it though.
I hear you. I hear you. Spoken like a speeder.
I
I have to
know.
explain why you speed.
Go ahead.
You speed so fast in that Tesla.
It goes
It's
quick, man.
ridiculous how fast
it
that
goes,
car is.
Boom, instant speed. Boom.
Ridiculous.
100 and like boom.
There's a couple
5
times
seconds.
I was shocked at how fast you were like accelerating.
It's good.
64. What is your nerdiest quality?
I'm not like, ooh, I love cars, or I love like baseball cards or
Right.
coins or
Right.
stamps.
You're not materialistic.
No.
Materialistic at all. I mean, that
Nerdy?
Cadillac was like,
Yeah. $4,000 car. So I don't know what I'm nerdy about. I nerd out on like branding and marketing, and
you do, yeah.
I like get into the weeds of that. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. So I like that type of stuff.
Like creativity.
Podcasting, I'm
Artistic.
kind of nerdy on,
Yep.
you know.
Yep. Cool. 65. Most memorable moment while podcasting.
I think Tony Robbins on the jet with Tiff Tyler, one of her first weeks on the job.
That was sweet.
We're on Tony Robbins' jet, and it was just a cool moment. It was just
Yeah.
like, wow, this is like a nice, big
Yeah.
feeling moment.
What was your first job?
That I remember was mowing golf course greens, 5 a.m. My dad would take me to the golf course and mow the lawns on the greens. I did a horrible job. Because you're supposed to have like the lines perfect, and I would just like mess up so much,
I
man.
used to love mowing the grass.
Yeah,
to
grass is
literally
different.
Make it look
This is different though.
unbelievable.
This has like no turf. You had to get the lines perfectly on this machine. It was like a big wheel lawnmower thing, heavy. You couldn't like correct anything. I don't know. It was challenging, but I learned a lot.
67. What would your DJ name be?
What did I say last time? DJ Smoke Show.
DJ Smoke Show.
I just made that
The
up.
smoke.
Yeah,
you do
exactly.
love smoke. Somebody grab
just
more
dude,
smoke.
shit.
Remember the theater?
Oh my
They're like,
God.
we can't have any more smoke. The fire
Put it
trucks are
on.
gonna come here, and you're just
I don't
like,
care.
we need more smoke. This year, you're like, we want smoke cannons.
DJ Smoke Show.
What is the most terrifying thing you've ever done?
I think the Blue Angels was pretty scary. I didn't like that. Going up there was pretty
Yeah.
terrifying. But
But now you can go skydiving. I always wanted
that
go
would probably be the most
skydiving.
terrifying thing I do. I haven't done it yet, so
to do that.
someday. Yeah.
Let's do it.
50th,
Monterey Bay.
50th birthday.
50, 40.
All right, 40.
50 might have a heart attack. 40.
40.
All right. 60. What are we on? 69. What is the first app you open in the morning? Obvious.
Well, it's either WhatsApp or Instagram.
It's Instagram. Come on.
A lot of times it's WhatsApp. I check and see if
Yeah.
my lady is texting me.
Yep.
I'll text her back, and then Instagram.
All right.
And then it's Messenger, text Messenger to see if you're going to be at 5 o'clock.
Text, yeah. 70. What is one misconception about you?
Huh. I think of people that think I'm just like some big jock or something, but I'm very sensitive and emotional and have my heart. I feel a lot of things. I feel a lot of energy from people. I think I'm very intuitive. So I take on a lot of energy of friends, family, people who have been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I take on like the pain of people and situations.
It's empathy, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I have a lot of, people may not think this at all because of the way I talk sometimes, but I feel like I have a lot of empathy. So.
You're a big kid, dude.
I'm like a big kid, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The second I met you, you were just like, wanted to have fun, joyful. Stop studying.
I know.
Let's just go have fun. Let's go
I
play.
never wanted to study.
Let's go play. Let's go play.
So playing, yeah. So I'm like a big kid, but I also have like a very sensitive heart.
Yeah.
And
kids are very.
You know, I cry a lot and all that stuff. So.
Kids are very empathetic.
Yeah. 71, 72.
71. Biggest weakness.
Probably that I'm too sensitive. Sometimes they can affect me too much, that it gets me in the rut to where I can't focus. So when I allow things to affect my heart too much would be a weakness as well.
All right. 72. Who is your biggest inspiration?
First thing that comes to mind is that Matthew McConaughey speech that he gave. Was he winning the Oscars or something, where he's like, my biggest inspiration is me 10 years from now.
Wow.
And so when I heard that, I was like, yeah, I wanted to adopt that. Is the vision I have in my mind for who I want to become in the next few years, 5, 10 years, that's my inspiration. There's models of other people that I see that I'm inspired by. You know, The Rock does things I'm inspired by. LeBron James does things I'm inspired by. Oprah, Ellen, they do things. Their way of being is inspiring. And so it gives me an idea of a model that I want to have for my future self. So I'm inspired by a lot of people, but I'm also inspired by the person I want to become in the future.
Fantastic. Last question, 73. When did you know you were supposed to be an entrepreneur?
Oh man. When I realized I couldn't go to the job interview that I had. My first job interview was a sports marketing position in Columbus, Ohio. And I started applying for jobs because my sister said I needed to start paying for rent at her house because I was sleeping at her place for about 1.5 years rent free. And I started applying for jobs on Craigslist. I found this sports marketing job that actually looked pretty exciting. I was like, oh, this seems pretty cool. I could probably go do this. Applied for it, got the interview, and I remember being kind of excited a few days before to go to this interview. I got my sport jacket on, and I only owned one sport jacket. And so I put the sport jacket on, and as I was getting out the door, I'd opened the door and I looked out the front to see my car. And I remember I couldn't walk down the steps to go out of the house. I just, for some reason, whether it was ego or confidence, I was like, if I go to this, I'm gonna get this job. And then I started to see my future self being there for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years, because I would be competitive to work my way up and do whatever it took. And I was just like, that's not ultimately what I want to do. I don't want to work at a sports marketing company right now. I want to see what else I can do that I love. And so for me, that was the moment when I realized I had to become an entrepreneur. I didn't even know that was what it meant to be an entrepreneur. I just knew I couldn't go do that specific job. And I had to figure out a way to make money so I could survive. So that was the moment when I knew I was going to become an entrepreneur.
That's great. All right. Well, fantastic.
Is that 73?
That's 73.
73 questions.
Boom.
Tesla Talk, 73 questions is complete. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a comment below on the video. If you're listening to the podcast and audio, then please subscribe. Leave us a review, a rating, share us with a friend, and connect on social media @LewisHouse. Love you guys. We'll see you later.